Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is IMAN and I am from SMK TENGKU AFZAN, Kuantan Pahang, CEB 4069. As you can see, I have a lot of books on my table and I wish I could review all of them, but I can only review one book. So book that I decided to review is my top one favorite books, and the name is No Longer Human by Osamu Dazai. I saw this book everywhere on TikTok, and people keep giving it good reviews, and people also say that this book is really beautiful. The writing is really beautiful, and some people also say they could relate to the main character in this book. So I was like, why, and why is it that good? People like keep saying about it even though the cover is not that really interesting. So here I am. I bought it so fast because of the good reviews. Well, as you can see, the cover, it looks depressing. Even the title is depressing. But what more depressing about the book is the writer himself, Osamu Dazai. Okay, this is quite sensitive, but Osamu Dazai killed himself after he published this book. No Longer Human is a 1948 fiction Japanese novel by Osamu Dazai, and this book contained 177 pages. It is considered Dazai's masterpiece and ranks as the second best-selling novel ever in Japan. Personally, I really enjoyed this book, and I felt extremely sorry for the main character called Yozo, but at the same time, I felt extreme disgust towards him. I found it very intriguing how the character thought and how he perceives society, especially when he devised the game, which was finding the antonyms of words. I found it really deep, and it really left me thinking about humans and society and what the antonym of crime was and what was even considered crime. And also, at the same time, this book was rather depressing to read as the thoughts were really deep, and I found it scary how something were so spot on. Even though this book is quite old, like I say, it published in 1948, and especially the remarks he say about society and humans, also how people's true self are exposed when they are enraged. No Longer Human also reminded me of one more thing, the human condition. Human can be strong, but they are also weak. Well, yeah, we know that. It is really unfair to criticize Yozo or look down on him because under the right condition, many wonderful humans have the potential to do the same as Yozo. Well, some will be too cowardly to actually act out, but then in that case, they will think the same, which really isn't any better. But then again, it really depends on one's background. Some may need a harder push to reach their limit, others will be far weaker. Lastly, like I say, people keep saying that this book was heartbreaking in the most beautiful way. Well, it is true. I could say it is true. At first, I found myself empathizing and more with Yozo because his words expressed something I never could have. As the story continued, my dislike for his grew and turned to hatred. Watching him deal with his struggles in the worst ways possible was so painful. Yet I couldn't stop reading. The stories show how complex our emotion can be. As the more I hated Yozo, the more difficult it became to hate him. And so, in the end, I read the book in one sitting, and I know I'll be rereading it because it's just really that good. While many endings are unsatisfactory, the end of No Longer Human gave me sense of closure. And I definitely recommend this book to anyone who can handle a dark content matter. So if you are really sensitive, and then you should probably not read it, since it contains really sensitive topics such as suicide, depression, anxiety, and drug usage. Well, as you can see here, I annotate a lot with different colors of sticky note because it gives different meaning or different expression. And also, I could say this book is quite hard to read because it feels like you are reading a different kind of language. I mean, it is English, but I think it's really, if you are not familiar with a little bit harder English, I think maybe you should open your phone and translate with a Google Translate, because there are just a lot of words that you are not familiar with. And also this book, I don't think that it is suitable for all ages, especially kids. So maybe you can read it if you are 16 and above, because like I say, it has a lot of sensitive, they mention a lot of sensitive things like depression, suicide. So if you're not strong enough, I would like to warn you, do not read this book. Alright, so that's all from me today. I wish I could see you again. Bye.